So, Eric, have you ever had a first day on a new job that was rough or kind of crazy?
Not so much. Not my experience.
Okay, well, I have a story for you. So, this takes place in Colorado, and this is a first day story, and I think it's going to be like something like you never imagined that could happen on the first day of a job. John O'Neill, 33, was 15 minutes into his workday when he lost both of his legs in a freak accident.
Okay, how?
The accident took place last month when O'Neill was opening a wood chipper. He explained that a fishhook shaped branch he was feeding into the wood chipper got caught under his ankle monitor, dragging him toward the machine. Seconds later, he sustained severe injuries to his feet and legs. Despite the horrible situation, he remained calm and held onto the edge of the machine while shouting for help. His co-workers couldn't hear him immediately because he was wearing ear protection, but once they realized what was happening, they rushed to help him. By the time he was pulled from the machine, the blades had reached the middle of his thighs. It looked like something out of a movie, O'Neill said. And he also added, he didn't freak out. He said, I stayed calm. My coworkers said he was very cognitive throughout the whole thing, and they even went and made makeshift bandages, helping him stay alive until the paramedics arrived. O'Neill was airlifted to a nearby hospital where he briefly died as his heart stopped, but doctors were able to revive him. Following the incident, his friends launched a GoFundMe campaign, which has raised $25,000 out of his $30,000 goal. Man, I mean, I've seen some stuff, but I would never expect like someone on their first day to get hurt like that.
Okay, for one thing, who lets a new guy goes around on dangerous equipment?
Who what?
Who lets a new guy go around dangerous equipment or even start loading the equipment? I mean, it's your first day on the job. I don't expect like people to do much on the first day of their job.
No, I agree. That you raising a very valid point to that.
Because when
Someone should have been with him, kind
Exactly.
of like shadowing, making sure. I know a wood chipper, most people are going to be like, it's self-explanatory. You take the branch or whatever it is, put it in there, and it does its thing.
it doesn't matter. Like, okay, at the former employer that I worked at, we had to deal with large industrial machines, and I could not leave a grown man. I'm talking about a grown man, like 35, 40 plus, alone with those machines, mainly because there were so many pinch points and many ways that they could kill themselves, theoretically.
Explain, just in case someone doesn't know what a pitch point is.
A pinch point is an area where two surfaces would either clasp together or roll together, like pretty much sat on top of each other, where they will crush into each other. So just imagine like two rollers just coming together and creating like a seam.
Yeah.
So overall, you couldn't leave grown men there because even there's some really ignorant people out in the world, and people will test the limits of machines.
Right. I've seen a lot of unsafe activity.
But overall, okay, and also, he doesn't have to worry about an ankle monitor anymore.
Oh my gosh. No, I just couldn't imagine being 15 minutes into my job. But the questions that you're raising about why was he left alone on his first day, it would seem like something like that you would make sure that either
They had like prior work experience but even then, you don't know when somebody's bullshitting on an application.
Yeah, you would think for the first couple of hours someone would shadow him before they felt comfortable enough to leave him alone. But I guess they thought like you just chuck it in there and it's gonna be fine. But that I couldn't imagine. Like there's been some near misses at my job where one particular that I remember, someone had put their they were doing something on the machine and they had a long ponytail and the machine for some reason went off and it caught his ponytail, and luckily he had a blade on him and he had to cut off his hair, but he ended up being okay. He was pissed off by his hair. I mean, his hair was like down to the middle of his back, but he was okay. And then there was like another incident